Hello and good evening, my name is Morgan, I bid you all welcome back to Risen. And I'm going to make a mistake today. Before I go any further, let's make sure that's back up. Because I decided, since we showed off the Dawn, more importantly, the sword fighting build in the last episode, I really wanted to emphasize how bad staves are in this game by demonstrating them in a lot of combat with the lizard men, who are probably the worst enemy to even engage them with this weapon. So we're maxed out with it, and we have this, the last ability you get says combine any amount of attack blows. I don't really know how to interpret that. My assumption is that it's supposed to mean there's no delay at the end of your combo attack before you can start another one. But that does not seem to be how it works. There's no matter how you time your attacks, the fourth attack always has a long pause after it. And I tested it before and after getting this ability. I see no difference. So I am 90% confident that that ability has no actual effect. Meaning maxing out your staff weapon skill serves no purpose. But we've done it anyway, and we're gonna give this a shot. Now, lizards are just the most annoying enemy to fight in basically every way. They parry a lot, they combo weirdly,
Without skill, they would
and
have overrun us.
they just go apeshit bananas. They love to mix in a lot of the counter parries as well and just really mess up their combos. Wow, he went flying. Probably the worst thing they do is they love to do the very sudden super bonk. But I'm getting ahead of myself a bit. You'll notice things are not going well here. The monastery has been overrun, and this actually happened as soon as we entered Chapter 3. 2 videos ago. Speaking of, Chapter 3 is by far the shortest chapter in the game. Only took us 2 episodes to get through. And yeah, as soon as Chapter 3 is entered, lizards spawn in all over the monastery, and it is not in great shape, is it? A lot of dead fools.
I need to talk to you about the Inquisitor.
Mendoza. His plans caused this whole mess. We have already lost control of the monastery. What further harm will he deal to us?
How about destroying the whole island?
You found something inside the volcano, then?
He is prepared to sacrifice the island. He thinks it will save the mainland.
Something which endangers everyone on this island and beyond.
There is a fire titan imprisoned within the island. Mendoza wants to free it, to control it.
And if this goes wrong, then we will be destroyed.
And if the Inquisitor gets things right, the Titan's presence is preventing the island from being destroyed by the storm. The Titan leaves, we're all done for.
Surely Mendoza realizes this.
Yes, but he thinks he can control the Titan. The storms out there are caused by Titans. The Inquisitor wants to use this one to free the mainland from the threat of the others. He is prepared to make any sacrifice to achieve that.
How does he think he can control it?
The spirit of the Titan Lord still inhabits the mountain. The Inquisitor is using his secrets, but if I can find the Titan Lord's armor, I can lock the Titan back in its prison, but I don't have much time. Once the Titan is free and in full possession of its powers,
then this island is doomed. You can count on our help. Where do we find this armor?
Now just be careful here, because if you choose this option, which normally it sits on top, it skips the rest of his dialogue. It just kind of locks it out, and he won't talk to you again until the monastery is reclaimed.
the pieces of armor lie in the tombs of the lizard priests, but they are guarded. Here, I'll show you where the tombs are on the map.
One tomb is in the Don's camp. Then you will need to find a way to convince him to let you in there.
What will you do about the Inquisitor?
We are the guardians of the Holy Flame. We protect the island. The Inquisitor has become a threat to those things, and so he has become our enemy.
What about the rest of the Inquisition here? Who will they side with?
Commandant Carlos will influence the others. He is the highest-ranking member of the Inquisition. We can only hope that his loyalty is to the cause and not to the man. Talk to him and explain everything. I hope he will help us.
I hope as well.
What about the monastery? What will you do now?
We must deal with these lizard men that have come out of the portal. Once we have the monastery back under our control, then we can look to other matters.
What should I do?
All intruders inside the monastery must be dealt with before they can do more harm. And we must gather the mages. Bring them all to the Holy Hall.
What of those who have been killed?
Take everything they have on them. We must not leave anything for the enemy. Go. I shall protect the Holy Flame until you return with the others.
Well, we've kind of learned what the Holy Flame is. I don't think it needs any protecting from up here. One thing I should probably toss in here is how I got this armor. Because it is the only armor you get between making it as a Warrior of the Order and, well, now. So Mendoza gives it to you once you find all the crystal discs, as long as you are a Warrior of the Order. And I never did show that dialogue in the previous episode, so here's what it looks like.
I found all 5 of the crystal discs you wanted.
Excellent work. You have achieved more than any of my other men. I am making you my commandant.
Commandant?
Take this armor to denote your new office. We will mark this promotion in a proper way later. For now, we must concern ourselves with the essential.
I'm ready. Let's...
Truth be told, I prepared a lot better for these episodes than I even necessarily recall, because I did it all a few weeks ago. So, I was just in a haste in recording and kind of forgot how much I had already done.
You must go to the Temple Hall.
Is that an order from Master Ignatius?
Yes. The Masters are gathering to protect the Holy Flame.
Very well.
On your way, sir.
Who's this?
Yeah, it's really funny because the mages will comment on the bodies as they go. Oh, he didn't comment on that one. Didn't see it. Now, down here is a curious case. There is one fellow, a fairly ordinary-looking lizard man, who for some reason has a unique name. And he's not even a particularly tough one. He doesn't carry any unique loot. No idea why he's the only named one. There are a couple other unique ones here. One of them is for its own kind of side quest. And another group for their own side quest. But we'll deal with those as they come. Now down here, we got a recruit who is just a bit of a coward. Erlan. Doesn't even have anything to say. He's just ignoring the whole situation. Alright, I'm going to suggest we be quick here. There is another side quest as part of all this that can actually fail if you're not quick enough, because there's a character who is vulnerable and will die very quickly. So we're going to have to leave old Vitus to it here, because we got someone else to save. He can take care of himself. But Caleb down here stands no chance against this guy, son of a bitch! That guy dies every single time. He's not even supposed to be there, because he's supposed to be hiding somewhere else. But his home position... He walks there from his default position behind that lectern there, which means he gets in this fight every single time. He died so quickly! Oh my god, there's 2 now. I might have to turn it down to easy just so he survives more than 2 hits from these idiots. So long, fools. No, not that jump. Yeah, this is impossible. I never knew this quest existed because he dies so damn fast that the only reason I realized that he is not dead by default is because all the corpses all the people, NPCs who are dead by default are dead in the default, like, half-cocked, no, weapon sheathed pose that we'll see elsewhere. Yeah, I honestly don't think you can keep him alive unless you turn it down to easy, because he can actually take more hits, because enemies just do less damage. Good thing is, if you manage to kill one, then you'll probably aggro the other one. Alright. I didn't mean to leave it on easy, I just meant to keep it on easy until we got there, but I was tired of losing him. So you see, he just chills over there, and that's where he's supposed to be. But he has to walk there, because they didn't do it right. No, Carlson! God, you can't die either! I didn't think you could. This is nuts. This is madness. Maybe if I'm, like, real careful about it. Good lord. These guys just go bananas. We're not even seeing how bad staves are. But you'll notice I'm really struggling to keep one target focused. Because for some reason I just seem to keep swinging past him. Okay, I'm gonna make a safety save here. Kept these idiots alive. Now I'm gonna set difficulty down. But I want to know if there's like a perfect distance we can get to where Caleb spawns in and doesn't aggro the dude. I see the lizard. Nope, he's dead back there. Alright, so there's no chance of keeping him alive that way. That's really annoying.
Put down your weapon.
Go to hell.
Yes. Time to go.
He's already dead. Alright, so even that save's doomed. There is no hope. If you had the magic bullet with this character, which I do suggest, then you could obviously clear out the courtyard from here before Caleb spawns in. Come on, man. There, you should be able to take care of the rest. How do you die so fast? This is uneasy. No, not credits, you dork ass. This is the wimpiest man alive. Except he's not alive anymore. I think he must spawn in as soon as you enter the courtyard, which makes doing both of these impossible. We just have to be fast and stay on easy mode, otherwise these idiots have no chance of staying alive. There's no way! There's no fucking way you killed him that fast! This is insane! Holy shit! I did not have this much trouble when I test ran this. And again, I was going through the other hallway. Maybe somehow that works better. What are you doing? This is insane. I refuse to not include this quest, which requires him to be alive. Don't die! God damn it! This is ridiculous. He takes 3 hits before he even aggroes on these idiots. Oh my god, he just takes a 3-hit combo every time. He does nothing to defend himself. Thank god he blocked. Okay, I knocked him down. That's fine. all that needed to happen. He just needed to live long enough for me to knock his ass down so he lives. That's a classic Piranha Bytes defensive strategy. Anytime I needed to keep a follower alive.
I wondered.
Holy goddamn smokes.
You made that look easy.
Oh, brother, you shut your mouth.
Glad to see someone survive.
What are we doing to each other?
Are you all right?
I'm
Don't
talking to your
worry
belly.
about me. I'm getting back to work. Need to protect the forge from these damn lizard men.
Well, before you do that, I need to see your wares, because you actually have stuff I want. So I mentioned before, there is in fact one more helmet in this game, which is the one he has, and is a massive step up from ours. So we want that. But also, he sells the best staff we're gonna find in this game until, like, the very end, I think? The Titan Scepter. Which is a marked improvement over this one. So that's what we're gonna rock. I cannot believe how difficult that was. I do not necessarily want to sell that. I could use that amulet. I don't know why I'm not wearing any amulet right now. That's foolish. Behold. I got my big bunks. Come on, man.
Hey, you're alive. Do you know what's going on? We've lost at least half the recruits.
What can you tell me about what's happening here?
The gate must be secured. I'm sure the boys down there would appreciate some support. But these lizard creatures are everywhere. I'll stay here and defend this section. Who knows how many more lizards there are crawling about.
I will do that, but first you need to get back to...
Master Ignatius wants everyone to gather in the Hall of the Flame.
I will go there directly. But there is something else. There is a Saurian more powerful than the others.
Could it be a mage?
Whatever it is, it looks powerful. He's directing the others from the cemetery.
I will deal with it.
You think this is what we were training for? Training? If we'd have had more training, there wouldn't be as many dead recruits.
Tell me about it. Why don't we get... Oh, wait. No, you used to teach strength, but apparently now you don't, because you're a dick. And you, holy shit, the amount of effort I spent keeping you alive.
Are you hiding?
What if I am? I'm not looking to get killed.
Then get to the others. You won't survive long on your own.
Forget it. I'm safe here, and here's where I'm staying.
Absolute coward. None of you were fit to serve. We got a couple dead bitches here, so this is what I mean. If you ever see an NPC that's supposed to be dead, this is how they're gonna be dead. Facing the same direction, slightly off kilter, weapon still on their back. The Scordo didn't do a damn thing. Oh, Vitus is fighting another. Oh yeah, the bonk of destiny. There was another in here. One character I can't seem to account for. Oh, Casper, no! You weren't supposed to die. Whatever, I'm not keeping you alive. You don't have a quest. The one character I can't account for here is the cook, Harlock. I didn't even think about Casper. I didn't even find him last time.
What's going on? Where did these lizard men come from?
They've captured a lot of the monastery. You're to go to the Holy Hall to help there.
Yes, but they've locked themselves in my laboratory. They'll be wrecking my work. Whatever they are, we can't leave them with access to the things in there.
Right now, you have to get to the Holy Hall.
Yes, but you go to the library. Get into my laboratory.
There are other things to worry about.
This is a place of knowledge. What use are we if that knowledge is lost? Go there. Rescue my drawings and supplies.
The door is locked.
It is. You'll need another way in.
Which would be?
A secret entrance from the small library. Now go! Go! Save our knowledge!
I need potions.
Give me all of your healing juices. I will need them ere long. It is funny that he has to point out where the secret entrance is. Not because they think you forgot, or you could have gotten through the monastery without finding it, but because they use that dialogue regardless of what faction you're in. And if you were a Donsman, probably wouldn't know about it. Let's get down to the gate and see how they're doing. We did kill one guy who was threatening them. Or would have been if he didn't keep going for damn Caleb. Now, you'll know that there is supposed to be a character here. Master Palace. It was one of the mages we're supposed to send to the Holy Hall, but he doesn't seem to be in his place.
Hey, how are things inside?
Rough. There are several dead.
We heard what was going on. We killed all the lizards that came this way.
Good job.
There are still some lizards out there, but we'll be ready for them. Bryn reported some coming out of the cave outside the monastery.
Yeah, and this whole island's covered in ruins. If they appeared out of one of them...
They could be popping out of all of them. And these things are real, cold-blooded killers.
Do you need help?
I'm still supposed to be securing the gate, but Caleb's ran off. He's probably hiding. If you find him, send him down here.
Well, I did find him. And Bryn is supposed to have something to say. He might not say it because he's got the pickpocket option still there, and it's supposed to be his like sort of dismissive dialogue when they have nothing else to say.
Santiago needs your help at the gate.
But if I get jumped by these lizards on the way, I won't be able to help anyone.
You should easily be able to make it as far as the gate.
No, it's too dangerous.
Get down there before I kick you down there.
You're worse than the lizards. Okay, I'm going.
Damn right you is. I think that just ends the quest. Nobody gives you anything. Well, maybe Will.i.am does.
All right.
Santiago don't. I'm back on hard mode, right? Good.
Not a...
Dexterity? Why that? I want strength. Come at me, bro. You dick ass. Holy shit, go to hell. Chicken, no! Collateral damage. Now, one of the things that makes staves surprisingly annoying is that they are very deceptive in their length. You'll notice that he always grips it in the middle, and his right hand is always the forward hand in all of the attacks. Even though he swaps hands at the start of the second hit in a normal forward combo, he switches back to the right hand in the middle of the swing, so he never uses it to its full length. And specifically, doing the strafe left lateral swing does not have nearly the range you would expect. So anything sort of directly to the right of you will never get hit by it. That's one of the things I've been tempted to see, because we get that, nice yellow tracer effect on the weapons. But there's like a twofold problem specifically with this lateral combo, which is that the first one does not cover as much ground to the right as it should, and the second one stops directly in front of you, so it doesn't hit anything to the left. And I don't know if the tracers in the animation reflect the actual hitbox of the swings, but they seem close enough for that to be a really obnoxious problem. But at any turn, the staves never seem to even have the range of a, just regular sword in your own combos. But they also are consistently outranged by the lizardmen attacks. So they are constantly hitting me by just sort of taking a quick step backwards and then outranging me. And it makes staves just by far the most annoying weapon to use. So I don't recommend them under any circumstances. Like I said, if you're going to be a warrior of the Order, I highly suggest either investing in magic, so the magic bullet, specifically, or using axes as your melee weapon, since you can get that maxed out even though staves are what you're supposed to be using.
We're being attacked. A force of intruders is upon us.
You don't say.
What can you tell me about what's happening?
The attackers are some sort of lizard creatures, Saurians. They stormed the front gate and have spread through the monastery, searching the buildings. If we are to regain control of the monastery, we must track them all down and kill them.
We'll do that. But for now, all the mages are to gather in the Holy Hall.
I shall go there now. Good luck.
Now, I never really paid attention to his dialogue before, and I used to always think that the implication was that as we stormed the Volcano Keep, the Saurians sort of swarmed into the monastery from behind us. But I guess what actually happened is they came in from the front gate and came out of all the ruins across the island, and were probably trying to pincer move us while we were storming with the Inquisitor. They were hoping we'd be stopped at the gate and they would clobber us from behind. But that also means you idiots probably should have kept the door closed like you're supposed to. They opened the gates for us and then never closed them again. Very foolish. Massive, obvious gap in your defenses.
Go. I shall protect the holy flame until you return with the others.
Now, I mentioned that if Palace is not down in the front entry hall like it's supposed to be, that could be a problem, because you can't finish this quest until you cannot finish the, retaking the monastery until you find him. Took me a while, but I realized he's dead in front of this bench because at nighttime this is where he sits. Alas, poor Pallas. Alas, Pallas.
I've found all the mages.
And? Are they coming?
Master Pallas is dead.
That is a loss. With him, we would all have stood a better chance.
Why was Master Pallas of such importance?
Without his knowledge, that crystal may not be of use to us. We will have to use what strength we have.
So yeah, it's obviously supposed to be a big conundrum, since Master Pallas was the master of ice magic. But he happened to have a book with him, The Power of Ice. Wild, confused notes by Master Pallas. I should give them to a mage.
Bad idea.
I'm not allowed to read them. Knowledge is forbidden from me, unless somebody else reads them to me.
I found Master Pallas's notes.
With those, we may stand a chance. Maybe I can unlock the secrets of the Frost Crystal.
There you have it. Now he would be able to teach you Frostlance. I apparently have a rank in Fireball. Why do I have a rank in Fireball? I don't remember ever putting a point into Fireball. That was a waste. Oh well. Anyway, we gotta get ourselves down into the secret laboratory. You notice these ones are called Intruder. And we did kill the commander, actually, now that I think about it. The leader that was in the cemetery. But you see that the Intruders are tracked as part of a quest. Because they're the ones who stole Master Abrax's notes, and we need to kill them all.
The Saurian warrior is dead.
We shall reclaim the monastery for the Order.
I believe in you. Because by we, you of course mean me. And I believe in me. Now this part here is actually pretty annoying if you're trying to use magic. Because you have to deal with a couple enemies downstairs who are sort of squatting around that anti-magic crystal that's right at the bottom. And it is impossible to hit them with anything. Except melee attacks and, I guess, a bow. But you get my meaning. If you're a mage, it makes it quite obnoxious. Because not only does it stop you from using magic in the vicinity,
Magic doesn't work here.
even if you park your ass right in the corner here and start firing projectiles through, the anti-magic field actually stops your projectiles midair. It doesn't just prevent you from casting spells near it, you cannot even cast a spell through it. Look at that, 3 stupid counter parries in a row, like a dickhead. Absolute ass. Now, these guys are not giving that much trouble because none of them are the higher level Lizardmen. But you'll notice I didn't hit him at all there. Despite the fact that he was like practically right in front of me, because the hitboxes of the staves, no matter what kind of attack you're doing, are practically like restricted to right in front of you. Okay, buddy. So even the lateral swings, they have more range directly forward than they do in any direction. You notice I hit him there, even though it didn't look like I should. So I don't think the hitboxes are strict to the animations. We do have this. Kablooey. I did loot this as a mage, but I apparently haven't done it here. And I'm not going to finish the game as the other guilds. I'm going to finish the game with the mage. But I had said I was going to show them off as they were relevant. And there really haven't been that many occasions to. So instead, I decided to just have them each do a main mission. Or a main episode. And that's what we're doing here. Now, we got all of the objects, the alchemical supplies. There were 3 of them out of the 10 monstrosities down here. But to actually finish this quest, you need to open the door to Abrax's secret lab. So we need to nautilize ourselves through here. Remember, there is the magic ball. You have to use a levitate magic ball to get to the Nautilus magic ball, and then you'd be able to get in here in case you didn't pack any scrolls. And all serious, never stop sweeping. Completely blind to what's going on down here. Does raise the question of how did the lizard men lock this door without actually getting in here? Unless Sirius is the one who locked it to keep them out. So you didn't want them tracking mud on the carpet. But any dang old way, we done it. Let's talk to Abrax first.
The intruders in your laboratory are gone.
Ah, that is good news. I can return to my experiments.
I have something for you, Master.
My drawings and supplies. I can continue my work. Thank you. Here, take these potions. You deserve it.
Thank you. Not that many in the grand scheme of things, but better than nothing.
The monastery is secure.
That is a start. Inquisitor Mendoza came here to seek an end to our troubles. It seems he has only uncovered more. But if we are to help discover what is behind these storms, to save others, first we must protect this island.
How can we protect the island?
I misspoke. Our task is to protect the flame, to keep this burning in the hope the island can be saved. You must take care of Inquisitor Mendoza.
Take care of him?
Mendoza's intentions are good. You should help him finish what he has begun, if you judge it to be the right path. But do not follow him blindly. Use your reason and make your decisions wisely.
Now, that's a confusing statement from him, for a number of reasons. Number one, if your job is to protect the Holy Flame, well, you know what Inquisitor Mendoza's actions are going to do to the Holy Flame. It's basically just going to get rid of it. He's going to take the Fire Titan, who is a source of the Holy Flame, and take it off the island. So, no protecting it there. But also, you tell us to support the Inquisitor if we judge that he's on the right path. That is sort of a misleading suggestion, because you don't have that option. Your only option will be to stop Inquisitor Mendoza. But to even get that far, we need to find the Titan Lord's armor and his warhammer. And apparently we can pretend to be a Titan Lord so that we can actually take care of business. But for now, monastery is secure. And we ought to get over to Commandant Carlos and tell him what the hell is going on here. So, we out.
Commandant, what happened? Where is Mendoza?
The Inquisitor is still inside the volcano.
What did you find in there?
A fire titan.
A titan?
We found a fire titan, trapped within the mountain.
What if it escapes?
If it escapes, the island will be destroyed, burnt to a crisp. But it has been trapped for over 1,000 years.
There's an edge to that good news.
If we disturb things inside the mountain, the fire titan may be released.
The Inquisitor will understand that.
The Inquisitor is trying to release the titan. He thinks he can use it.
He said he was seeking for a weapon.
But if he can't control it, if it gets loose...
the whole island will be destroyed.
If he can, the Inquisitor will march the Titan away from here. But it's the Titan's presence that has protected the island.
So, if he succeeds, or he fails, the whole island will be destroyed.
Now, one thing you will notice in this conversation, and never be able to unnotice, is that for some reason this whole bit, they never gave him face animations. So he talks with his jaw completely still.
What do you think about the Inquisitor now?
He and I have fought many battles together, and I was always his loyal retainer. But since he found that ocular, he has changed. He broods, has grown introverted. He has been driven. He has a plan. But I think he's losing sight of the reasons he is doing what he is doing. The Inquisitor Mendoza I swore allegiance to would have acted differently.
Then you must help me to stop him.
The best I can do is act to stop these lizard men from interfering with your quest. You volunteered for our order. You mastered our tasks, took many dangers upon yourself. It was you who brought peace and order to the town. You recovered the golden discs and accompanied Mendoza past all the dangers to his goal.
Then you trust me.
Your deeds have proven you a worthy commandant. Mendoza has lost his way. I put my trust in you to help us find ours. Since I am the highest-ranking commandant, I invoke the old law. I name you Inquisitor of the Order. This title will open the way for you, and I grant you this armor.
Curious how you're able to promote me to a rank above yourself, but I won't ask questions.
It will serve you better than any other which you have worn so far. Mendoza set out to save us. Now you must serve that wish by stopping what he has become.
Deep.
Mendoza said the mainland had been destroyed. Is that true?
From what we know, much of it has been. Our mission is more than just finding a way to counter the Titans. We are looking for islands like this. Anywhere that has been protected. Anywhere people have survived.
Then it is true. And the king? The royal garrison, are they dead too?
We can't let people discover that. Thinking the mainland is still there, that the king can help. That's their last hope.
Well, now is not the time to judge the policies of the Order. And people need their hope.
Indeed, what vague hope it is. So this is like the only context you ever get for what the world is like outside this island, besides, of course, knowing that it's ravaged by the Titans. And this context only exists if you join the Inquisition. So it's a bit like joining the Fire Mages in Gothic 2, where you get more context for some of the lore than you do with any other faction. So I don't know why they hit it like this, but it is the way it is. And the backstory of this game and the mainland and everything is so vague that it kinda just doesn't matter. Like, you don't even know the name of the kingdom, let alone the name of the king, and what the rest of the kingdom really looks like. All we know is this island, and that the Inquisition just made their way here. But don't worry, they will convolute that entire backstory in the sequels.
How are things here?
The lizard men are coming out of their holes. The town must be defended. Go and check the gates. Magnus and Leto are bound to need help.
Your subtitles were a bit ahead of you there, buddy.
Can you train me?
I can help you to learn more of staff fighting, if you'd like.
I don't really want staff fighting, and he does not actually teach you that. Weird how all the strength trainers have gone, although I don't think you can train above 113 strength now that I think about it. So that's probably why that is. Why do I have a dex ring of all things? What is this? I don't understand the things I've done to myself here. Okay, so I've gone above 100 strength, apparently. I didn't even realize it. I must have just done that without paying attention, because I would have had a strength potion by now. So yeah, I have superfluous learning points. I guess I could start learning the magic bullet, but at this point I don't really care with this character. At the very least, we do decent damage now. But I shall need... Oh, you know what? I should learn... If anything, learn potions, alchemy. So I can make permanent strength potions and get even bonkier. Alright, so what he gave us was an extra quest to go check on the gates. And I'm actually going to save that for next time. I was going to do a lot more in this episode, but just keeping fucking Caleb alive took way more of this episode than I expected. So I'm going to lump a lot of the sort of optional and faction content pretty much all in the next episode. And then I'll have to decide what the remainder of the series is going to look like, because it's not going to be any more than 2 episodes after that. But I may be tempted to make it into 1, like sort of an extra long one, but it may just be a little bit too long for that to be reasonable. But I'll decide that when we get to it. For now, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, or stay tuned on this channel for live streams every weekend. Also check the description below, or link to the Discord if you want to hang out there and just shoot the shit or something. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful week, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.